Alder Harding is convinced that he will die to an Easterling blade. It has become our task to prove that men make their own fates. My companions and I will face the blades of the Easterlings, and we will prove victorious.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Complete Pineleaf. We are back here with the Writers 4 to see if they can fight as well as they could spin a tail. Hello there, Bernoth. I need to get closer, right? There you go.
You aid the Horse Lords.
Here we will show fate for the fraud it is. For honor and glory, let us ride. Let us ride. Oh, I gotta keep all 4 of them alive? Oh, funnity fun. But of course, I first have to find the Easterlings. I'm hoping we will be led to them. Yeah, there are Easterlings here. I gotta... No idea where the Easterling I have targeted is located. There you go. Oh, of course, because I stopped him short. Well, that's one down. Oh, yeah, that's right. Bingo Boffin gave me that quest to kill Easterlings, didn't he? There you go. Next. Perhaps I'll be able to do that full quest without even having to go searching for the Easterlings. Not that I have any doubts I'll reach that number by the time I get out into that area, seeing how I still have a couple other quest locations to go before I get back to Bingo. Well, that's going to be a bit awkward with them staying right next to the border. There you go. Look at that, already 5 of 6 done. Okay, make that 6 of 6. Well, that half of the quest is done. And I've got a few more to kill, right? It looks like the boss. Yep. That's the problem is, the good news is you've got a border so that you won't be getting stuff from all over the place. The bad news is you've got a border that you're going to run into. It's always the way of such things. Whee! And every time I try to use the spear version of that spell, skill. I should be running right through him, right? I don't think that's a good idea. Oh, there are more riders. Defeated the Kundalar riders. All right, good. And that's our first real battle instance for mounted combat. Alright, now I suppose we get back to our gathering place since we've gotten so far from it. But yes, the joys of mounted combat. Yes, I am using air quotes there. Alright, there you go.
Our mission is dire.
Our task is done, and victory is ours. Neither Orc nor the East will overshadow Rohan. Yay! That was a successful mission.
Our mission is dire.
Well done, Pineleaf. Our decisive victory should make it clear that the Kundalar are no match for battle-ready Aeroid. Alder Harding will have no choice but to heed our warning. Well, it sounds like he understands your warning. He just thinks it's futile to do anything. But I will speak with him, all right? Yes.
Our success depends upon our strength.
It is no wonder, Pineleaf, that you're so welcome throughout these lands. Your display of arms today was unparalleled. Today, we've proven that we determine our own fate. Go to the Aldor, if you will, and relate to him the tale of our glorious battle and the odds we overcame. Perhaps then he will see reason and send the women and children to Adoras or to Dunharrow. My companions and I cannot wait for your return. We must be off at once to Cliving and the mead hall of Athelward. Farewell, my friend. Alright, so he's going over to Cliving, where I will eventually be... I think that's where I'll be meeting Bingo Boffin also eventually. So how about that? Both of those paths go there together. And eventually the epic will also take me there. We have faced the Easterlings and routed them.
We must stand by while the minions of Orthunk spread their influence.
You have acquitted yourself well, but that was your fate. Mine is to die in the hands of the Easterlings while defending the people of the Eastament. This cannot be changed. I'm afraid that your efforts, as I told you before, were in vain. Though I suppose he's thankful that perhaps that could help his people, because he did say that he was to die in battle. Not all of his people, at least. Ah, I have finally gotten to Twickenburg. Hello there, I've been asked to help.
Welcome and well met, my friend.
I'm glad that you arrived when you did. I have only enough warriors to keep this post secure and scout the roads area to report back to Captain Agumon, but we lack the ability to keep the roads safe. You look hardier than most warriors I see these days. Perhaps you can help keep the roads safe by tackling the source of the problems, eh? We have trouble brewing just north of here. Wait. You realize I am half the size of most of your warriors, and I look hardier than most of them? Boy, they must be in sad shape.
Hail, friend. May I have a moment of your time?
Just over the ridge north of the fort is a bog where the creatures seem different than they were a month or two ago. Something is affecting the swamp, and I suspect that it has to do with the old cave around there. The Roadscroffen. Roadscroffen. Oh, fun. Okay, this cave has always been empty and quiet, but felt a hallowed ground from before my time. I worry something wicked has happened there, and I sent one of my men to investigate, but he's not returned. Will you look for him? All right, look for the missing soldier near Wodscroven. And that will be down this way. I have found Roadscroven, and it looks like the soldier is afraid to go into the cave. Hello there, what's the problem?
What business have you with the Rohirrim?
I could not do my duty. I have been standing here trying to rally my courage ever since the sergeant first sent me out. I can't seem to go in. Do you feel the terrible shadow upon the very air? Well, I've run into terrible shadows before, so I'll go in and check it out, alright? Now, I could just imagine you have a Rohirrim here. Dead creatures walk as if alive. Explore further. So we've got this Rohirrim here, who's probably never heard of hobbits. And I'm just wondering, is that this seeming child comes up and just nonchalantly enters into this place where he was completely afraid to go. I mean, warding off the coming darkness. Oh yeah, that's burning tombs of the Drog. Oh, I think this is one where you have the tombs way at the end. I'm guessing that's what this quest is. And of course, kill 12 of these. But I have a feeling that's going to be the least of the challenges. It's killing 12 of these. Finding 12 of them to kill. Now, I've been doing some quick calculations here about how long it'll take me to get to Rohan at the pace I've been going so far, and it'll take me a pretty long time. Now, I would guess that maybe about 4 to 5 months before the next expansion, and it's already been 1 month since the release of this one, so 3 or 4 months then remaining, which is not much time. Now, it may be delayed due to world events and all, but Cordovan says that Standing Stone isn't as impacted as some other industries, so let's say they get it out in 5 months. If I don't, and I'm going in at a slow pace where I haven't even finished the world yet, and it's been over a month, about a month and a half, I would say. So if it's been a month and a half and I haven't finished the world yet, I'm certainly not going to get through everything there. So most likely, I am going to be doing some quests offline. Now I will be doing Bingo online, and I'll be doing the Epic online, and any major story quests I'll be doing online, but I will probably do some of the non-story stuff. Wait, getting lost on here. All right. Just to in the background so I can complete them, because this is a completionist character, so I do have to actually do the quests. That's sort of like what happens often do when I see, oh, it's getting close to the next expansion, where I often do a number of quests that aren't. There we go. Do a number of extra quests off camera so that we can catch up and make sure that we don't fall too behind on what's coming out. Because Rohan's a really big expansion from the amount of quests in here. There are 4 regions in here. We've got and that's not counting Wildermore, which was added afterwards. So actually there are 5. And the East Wall is almost a small area in itself. On top of that, so you have the 4 writings, plus you have Wildermore, plus the East Wall, which I spent most of my first month on, which is probably one of the reasons why I'm a little bit behind on my reckoning right now. So I'll need to catch up. And of course, I need to make sure that I have time to do Hootbold, because Hootbold also takes a bit of time to do. So that's a little bit of warning there, that if there's some quests you don't see me do, it's because I did them off camera or something like that, just so that I can keep everything nice and caught up. We'll see how it goes. And that's of course assuming that matters continue, where things could still be done. Oh yeah, how about this? The Grim Southron. Oh, isn't that a nice friend to have around? Deal with this intruder at once! Ah, yes. Nazgûl, they just love leaving their work to others. There you go. Now let's deal with these tombs. There you go. And there you go. A Wold Drog. Alright, that's one side. Now I gotta take care of the other. And I guess take care of whoever's defending them also while we're at it. Then I could head back to the frightened soldier and tell him that all is, well, I won't say all is well, but at the very least, I've investigated it and took care of the trouble that's in there. And I think that should satisfy him for a moment. I'm not too sure what to think about it. Yes, well, this kid came in here and took care of everything. Really, I don't know what happened. Perhaps I shouldn't tell him about the Nazgul, but I did manage to take care of some dead things that were in there.
What brings you to these lands?
Those Drog needed to be put back to rest. Many warriors here are superstitious of the dead and the omen of the walking among the living. Your deeds will put their hearts at ease, Pineleaf. You're welcome.
Will you aid the Horse Lords?
A Nazgul of Mordor was behind all of this? I had heard of the Nazgul's involvement in the sacking of Longhold. I suspect from your findings that the servants of Mordor are rallying allies. That is a disturbing thought indeed. Apparently I did tell him about the Nazgul then. All right, well, I suppose that might have made him feel better about running away.
The Rohirrim have need of your services.
Do you see the Kraban watching us from above? They are from Krakabor. I have seen them gather upon the crest of the high hill. My heart warns that these are no ordinary birds. The Kraban seem to guided by some unseen hand, and move about as if with purpose. See how they stare! I cannot help but to feel that I am being spied upon. I would appreciate it if you could climb Krakabor and find out what you can about those vile birds. Well, last I heard, Krippon were being used by a certain white wizard in order to stir up trouble. So let's see if that's still the case. What have we got here? Well, there's a bird. A bird with a quest ring. You always know that a bird with a quest ring needs to be killed. Unless it wants to talk to us, but well, I can't say that they're unlikely to talk since we're talking about Krabine here. Let's see. Kill a spine Krabine. Okay. Oh, kill 7 of them. Oh, I need to collect 7 feathers from them. And Krabine gather here, and this is to defeat them. All right. Kill 7 and collect 7 feathers. I must be wanting very specific feathers if I'm only going to get 7 out of this. Very specific and undamaged ones. That's what I'm going to be needing here. Now, I see the glowing thing up ahead. I'm assuming that's what I'm supposed to be looking for up here. More for you, more for you. No, actually, that's a body. Actually, I think that's further up. Crocabor. Quite a name. Quite a name. Well, I better go up a little bit further. Aha! That's what I'm looking for. A sinister object. Surely, I need to investigate that right away as I take care of these. Looks like only half the feathers I've been collecting are suitable for this task. Whatever the task is. And there you go. Alright. That's 4 feathers. And a crabine. Make that 5 feathers. Alright, good. Now let's see what this is. That looks like an Eye of Sauron to me. I have discovered the nest of Blackbeak. Blackbeak keeps an Eye of Sauron. Alright. Must be a really smart bird there. There you go. So much for Blackbeak. I just get 1 more of these and I'll be done. Well, assuming I could get a decent feather off of them. Well, get this and a decent feather, then I'll be ready to report back. Whee! Ooh, I got everything. I have investigated the barrow and the hill.
Welcome and well met, my friend.
The feathers you collected from the crabine will be very useful, Pineleaf. We use them for arrows, bedding, and all sorts of things. Better for us to have them than those evil birds. Yeah. Maybe there were 7 handfuls of feathers rather than just 7 feathers. That would make a lot more sense, I think. Also, I killed some birds.
Welcome, my friend.
You found an evil object upon the crest of the Krakabor? Perhaps it's the work of that Nazgul you spied earlier. He may have summoned the crabine. The blackbirds are surely spies for some evil plot. Now, since it was a white hand, a red eye instead of a right hand, well, okay, it was more of a wooden eye. I guess that it must have been Mordor. And of course, there's a Nazgul there. Of course, it'd be for Mordor. Duh! I mean, rather than Isengard. And I killed birds.
Your aid is welcome, friend.
Hopefully, reducing the number of Crabine spies will remind the Nazgul that we are not going to just roll over. Well, that's good. Well, I'm sure that Tidlock here has a few more quests for us, but I am just going to do those offline, and I am going to meet you in Floodwind, where the epic story will be picking up in the next episode of The Complete Pineleaf.